by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The kick is on its way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Now on the option. Now the toss. There he goes. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Clemson jumps to the line.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. 4th down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with situation. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Wolf. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Fakes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Marches ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the single running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by the defense.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all take...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls it in. It's Kitchings. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Georgia going up tempo. He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The screen. He's got wheels. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're trying to slow that rush down with his raw. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Extending the play. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown!
That's their first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rolling right and going deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll send the tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Savage. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Scrambling away. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll go to the air on second and short. The screen, and watch out. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Wolf fighting off the defender. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wolf. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Clemson is quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll give it to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Handoff to the single back. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target to the left. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Holds it in on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now, and they've always believed in those guys out wide, and you know what? They usually come through for them.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Savage. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A shot toward the end zone. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Cincinnati is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beating. They're trailing by 25 to Miami. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Wolf. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he makes the catch inside the 10. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Savage. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Randall. Finds his pace at the 20. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. This offense had a really good opportunity here, and they just spit it up with the fumble.
And I'm so impressed with the defense. This has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been physical. Guys are tired. But in this 2-minute situation, they're still out there. They're still pulling away at the football, trying to create opportunities for their offense to go win the game. Cannot be more impressed with this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Everett. Breaks into the open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Grab over the middle. It's Kitchings. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Kitchings. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hits him in stride at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Here's a throw downfield late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. He wants a big play here late.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. The quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw.
He lobs one high down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him.
And they fake it, the holder looking for a man. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off.
Georgia, 45, Clemson, 36.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because